Sibelco is a global leader in the mining and materials processing industry. Faktion helped them optimize one of their clay processing plants in the UK. The customers buying clay from Sibelco expect a product that has a very low moisture content. They don't want to pay for water, right? But when Sibelco extracts the clay from the mine, the moisture content is actually high. So they have to dry that clay somehow. And they do that in 2 steps. First step, they will squeeze the clay in a filter press to get as much of the moisture out as possible, because the second step is more energy intensive, that's drying the clay in an oven. And Faktion's optimization actually focused on this first phase, the filter press. A filter press operates using 3 steps in a single cycle. You first fill the clay into the press, then you squeeze the clay, and finally you empty the press. And what we saw in the sensor data is that during this filling phase, there's actually a decrease in the efficiency of adding mass to the press. So it's very easy and very fast to add the first few tons to the press, but then adding a few more tons of clay becomes increasingly difficult. So Faktion looked at the data, calculated the optimal filling time, and then we built a digital twin to perform scenario analysis. So we looked at the historical data and we simulated what would have happened if we had implemented these optimal set points. And that allowed us to calculate, in theory at least, what the savings would have been for several KPIs. So we saw a 3% predicted increase in throughput. And we also predicted that the filling should take less long. So that would mean that the filling pumps would not be running as much as they used to. And that would reduce energy consumption of those pumps by 12%. So after we convinced the stakeholders that this was worth going for, the set points were implemented, and we were very happy to see that actually in real life, those predictions were spot on. So we increased throughput by 3% and reduced energy use by 12% using a relatively simple method. So we love to keep things simple as engineers, and we managed to do that here with a very nice result. If you would like to hear more about this use case, or if you would want us to look into your industrial processes that can be optimized, feel free to contact us at faktion.com.